Welcome back, everybody. One of the most alarming or frankly frightening questions a parent can get: Mom, Dad, will you help me with my math homework? Has this ever happened to you? You might want to help your kids, but you might have real trouble figuring out the way that math is taught to our kids these days.
And so joining us with some help, we have Dr. Matthew Beyronavant from Chelmsford Schools and Dr. Hilary Kreisberg. She's the director of Lesley University Center for Mathematics Achievement. They have a new book out called Adding Parents to the Equation: Understanding Your Child's Elementary School Math, which sounds like a big challenge. So thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Why, and we can hear from each of you, why did you feel that this book needed to be written?
Yeah. Well, as a former elementary educator, it was a constant battle trying to help parents understand the way in which we're teaching children. And actually, anywhere we would go, the supermarket, to Mount Snow on the skiing trip, we would overhear parents complaining about the math.
Yeah. And parents really want to help their child learn the mathematics, but they don't always understand the way mathematics is taught, and they don't know the best ways to support them. So this book is the resource to support them with that.
And so much changes over time. With the baby boomers, the joke was always, we're learning the new math now, and it was the new way of learning it. Have things changed, and how are we teaching math at school right now?
The instructional strategies are a little different. That's really the difference, in that we are teaching more conceptually rather than focusing on just getting an answer.
You're not focusing so much on memorizing the formula at school. In Chelmsford, for instance, you're saying, no, we want to look at the concept, make sure they're understanding why we're applying the formula as opposed to memorizing the formula.
You're exactly right. We're not so interested in just those memorization things, memorization of the times tables or equations. We want our students to understand the mathematics. Why is the formula for area of a circle pi times radius squared? And when would I apply it? That's more important. So as we open the book with the famous line, math is math, it hasn't changed, but what we want of our students has changed.
Particularly with girls, I know a lot of mothers are advised to not say, I don't like math, or I hated math, I'm not good at this. It's very important the way parents talk to children, even if they don't understand it.
You're absolutely correct. The first most important thing is don't let the child know your feelings about math or any anxieties that you have about the mathematics. So that's step one. Step two is don't rush to try to show them the way that you and I learn the mathematics, because that's really doing them a disservice. Instead, we want to help you understand the way the math is taught now so you can support them in the way that we are expecting our children to learn the mathematics.
What we're really asking you to do is allow your child to productively struggle. It doesn't mean frustrate them, but let them try something on their own. We need them to use their resources in order to effectively learn the math.
Right. It is good to fail.
It is.
Oh, sure.
In fact,
Utter failure.
I fail all the time.
and I pick him right back up, and we carry on.
This is true.
And there's a different way to think of failing. Think of failing as your first attempt in learning. So we want to accept mistakes as part of the learning process. We want to promote perseverance and good problem-solving strategies in our students. So it's okay to make mistakes and to fail.
What are just give me 2 to 3 things that you can do as a parent of a young child to introduce them to some of these concepts?
Yeah, well, I think even just focusing on numbers. A lot of parents say, oh, my kid can count to 100. Okay, great, I can spew out the alphabet, but it doesn't mean I can read. So it's the same kind of concept. Get the child to understand what that number even means and looks like. An 11 is really 10 plus 1. 12 is 10 plus 2, and making sense of our number system. In the bathtub, counting objects and then repeating the full set. So if I count to 5, I say 5, and 5 represents all of those duckies that are in that set.
I used to have my girls double recipes when we were making cookies
there you
or
go.
something, right? So then they have to really think about fractions, and they can visualize it.
And plus you had twice the number of cookies.
That's right. That was my ultimate,
win-win.
my ultimate secret goal. But kids who are engaged in sports tend to get a lot of math talk, right? Statistics, yardage, all kinds of. If you don't necessarily have an athlete, what's a good way, as you were saying, you're talking about making math fun. What are some of your suggestions?
Well, an example would be a game called Albert's Insomnia. It's an amazing game that is really a competition or a collaboration where we're looking to make different number sentences here, and we work as a team using different numbers. The math is built into it, and it's not done through a worksheet. It's done through in a family atmosphere, and we play a game like that every evening.
Well, the book is Adding Parents to the Equation. It is out now. Thank you so much for coming in and for teaching us a little bit about teaching math to our kids.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you never know, they might be a meteorologist someday.